Hey YouTube, it's Doree here. I'm in a different place, not just a different room, but I'm in a totally different place. I went from the East Coast in Atlanta in my home off to the West Coast. I'm visiting a girlfriend of mine that lives in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm really happy to see her. She's 8 months pregnant for the first time, and she's a newlywed, and I'm actually sitting here in her bedroom. I have her permission. I love this backdrop right here, and so I want to talk to you about something that I was in here talking to her about the other day, and I have notes so I don't talk too long. Basically, we were talking about things from the past because I haven't seen her in probably 15 years or more, and we were talking about how sometimes people from our past just come back out of the blue. People that have hurt us or offended us just come back from out of the blue and start trying to talk to us and be friends with us or have a relationship with us, when they never apologized for what they did, for a situation that occurred, that went down, that caused a rift. They just continue on and pick up as if nothing ever happened. And I asked her what she does and how she handles that, and she says she keeps her distance. I talked about what I do, and I wanted to share some thoughts with you that I wrote down after our conversation. When somebody has hurt you, one of the most important and quickest first things you should do is to forgive them and to not take it so personally. And I can't really believe that I'm saying this, because one of my biggest issues that I've had probably in the past 5 years that keeps coming up over and over again is the issue of rejection. And it's not just rejection as it pertains to the opposite sex, but it's also rejection in terms of the platonic and same-sex friendships that I have. Whether it's male or female, there might be someone that's let me down, hurt my feelings, offended me, and I take it to heart. I mean, it's really deep to me, and I had to go through some things and kind of learn and understand, where did that come from? Did that come from my relationship with my dad? Where did that start? All those things. But this is not a therapy session. This is just a few little quick tips and thoughts that I have for you about what you do when you feel offended and when you feel that temptation to hold a grudge against someone. Grudges and feelings like that just take up a lot of space in your heart and in your mind, even if you don't think about it every single day. Not forgiving someone hurts you more than it hurts the other person. Oftentimes the other person, whether they're aware or know that they've hurt you or not, they've gone on with their lives, they're doing their own thing. They're not even thinking about you or what you're thinking about. They're thinking about whatever they're doing and what they're on to the next. So I would say that forgiveness is one of those important things for you to do, because it helps you. It doesn't mean that what that person did to you is right. It doesn't condone their actions, but it just means that you want to free yourself to also be forgiven. I'm a Christian, and I believe in the story, the parable that's given, that Jesus gives in Matthew 18, where he talks about the fact that if you don't forgive other people, then God won't forgive you. And I don't know about you, but since I'm not really too good at being perfect, I know I'm going to need some forgiveness sooner or later. And so I cannot afford, no matter what has been done to me, and some stuff has been done to me, I cannot afford to not forgive somebody. I just cannot, because I know that I'm going to mess up and fall short sooner or later. So that's number one. Forgiveness is for you, not for the other person. Number two, the other person may not even realize that they've hurt you. They may be totally clueless that you're offended with them. Even if you said it, even if you've told them that, oh, you hurt my feelings, it may not really sink in here. They may not really get it. They may not really understand to the extent that you're feeling hurt. So prayer is also very key, not just for you to be able to feel like forgiving the person, because we don't ever feel like it, but it's a decision. Let the feelings catch up with it later. Make that decision to do the right thing. And even if you talk to the person and those words are going back and forth between you and the other person, they may not really get it. So pray and ask for God to heal your heart and to open that person's heart, because God needs to deal with them just like they need to deal with you. Because whether or not you reconcile and remain friends or stay in relationship, whatever the case may be, you're going to come upon that situation again if you haven't learned from it this time. I don't know if you noticed, but God has a way of repeating lessons for us when we don't learn the first time. If we fail a grade, he's going to make us repeat it until we get it. And it may not be with that person, it may be a situation with another person. So go ahead and learn now and deal with the emotions that you have and pray and ask God to help you, because you're thinking about revenge, you're thinking about what you wish on that person, and that's not the way to go. That's not going to help anything. That's not going to help you move on. It's not going to help that person, not going to help nothing. If anything, it'll make things worse. Let God be the one to get that revenge, to teach that lesson, to make it known to that other person about what they did, and to make that person feel remorse for what they did, because it's not going to come from you. If they don't get it the first couple of times you mention it, they're not going to get it from you. They're going to get it some other way. So let God do his thing and don't meddle. Let him work in his time. It's never as fast as we want it to be. We want it to be instantly, but this is life, honey. God don't work that way. Let him do his thing. Keep your distance if you need to. You may not ever need to talk to that person ever again, but you still need to forgive. You still need to let go. You still need to pray. And this is the third and final point, is my most important one. This is something that when God revealed this to me a year or so ago, I just couldn't believe how simple it was, but it was so true. Other people cannot restore you. People that hurt you, the very same person that did something to you or took something from you, cannot restore you. They cannot make you whole again. Even though you want them to make it up to you, they can't. They can't. I don't care if it's something as simple as borrowing money. If they paid you back all the money that they owed you, that would not be a true restoration. It wouldn't. Because when did you need that money? You needed that money back then. Now you might still need it, but in order for all those emotions to have taken place, you needed that money a lot sooner. So I feel like the people that hurt you cannot restore you. The only one that can restore you, make you feel better, make you whole again, get you back to normal, is God. He's the only one that can do it. So let him be the one to heal you. Don't look for that person. You may look for that person to apologize, and you may be right in wanting that. But God is the only one who can restore you and make you feel better and get you back to where you need to be. And to me, the best revenge, the best restoration is being happy and living a life full of joy. Because when you have joy from him, nobody can take it from you. So no matter what people say, what people do to you, if you look to him for your restoration, you're good. What can anybody else do to you? Set your boundaries, pray, forgive, and look to God to heal you and to restore you. That is where you will find security and you will find peace. I'm telling you what I know. I'm not going to make this video longer by giving you all kinds of examples of what I've been through. If you want to know something about me, go ahead and check out my blog. I write about stuff all the time about my personal business and lessons that I've gotten from it. But right now, those are the 3 things that I want to leave with you. I hope it helps you. I hope you have a wonderful day. And as Oprah would say, live your best life. Talk to you later. Bye.